Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition. Last time, I think, if memory serves me correctly, we did the Harpy fight, and now we are ready to move on from this place. We probably did some trading when we finished, because I can't imagine I want to do a bunch of trading right now. But we have to think about where we're going next, and basically, our three options are north, south, and west. So I think I'm going to go south, largely because the, what's her name? Not Mildred, is it Mildred? The Hag. The Hag in the south has been a very glitched encounter for a long time. And so I'd like to see how it runs this patch, see if it's still glitched or not. But first of all, we need to get over to the south. What are these two chatting about?
Why? A great uncle's name, my father said, but I just figured he couldn't spell.
Are they talking about how to spell will with a Y? Perhaps. Right, so we get past these folks here. We're going to take a sharp left and work down this little bit of cliff here. Now, I don't know if we're expecting to find any of the stuff hidden around here, but we'll see if our passive checks work out. Nothing over there. How about over here? No? Nothing else? Fine. Alright, so we're going to move through here, down this ramp, and there'll be a little bit of commotion happening over here, I suspect. Unless there's not. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was going to be really surprised if there wasn't.
What's up for discussion?
Auntie Ethel.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina.
Just let her go. Please.
Thank goodness you're here, sweetie. I don't know what's come over these boys.
Stop this. We won't ask again.
How about we all calm down? Let's just calm down.
Careful. Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
Ethel, did you do something to their sister?
Bollocks. You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice? You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Bloody hells. She just disappeared. Ain't seen nothing like that before.
She could shoot fireworks out of her backside for all I care. The hag has Rena.
Will someone please tell me what's going on?
It's our sister, Mayrina. Well, she was in a bad way after her husband died.
Started saying weird things, like how she was gonna...
Next thing, she's gone looking for the hag. Of all the stupid... And we haven't seen her since. And no good ever came from dealing with a hag.
None of this matters, all right? We need to get her back, and fast.
I'll bring her home, said the paladin.
Are you joking? I ain't got a clue who you are. No way I'm leaving Rena to you. But not a chance. We're getting her back on our own. Now, come on.
Alright, they run off into the mysteries of what lays ahead. We will follow them, but though not sharply enough to see their fate immediately happen, as we wander into the swamp.
Chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
Love how our bowstring matches our hair. Investigation. I would love some guidance. We could spend a second level spell slot to give advantage on intelligence checks, but I'm going to save that slot, I think. Yeah, about expected when we have a -1 intelligence modifier. Alright, I'm not going to roll inspiration on a DC 20 check.
You can't see anything strange.
Alright. A little wander through a pleasant swamp then.
Fine. I'd better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Hello, sheep.
The sheep's voice warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar.
Animal handling. Drop your eyes and carefully reach out. We still have our guidance going. It's not going great.
Wheezing, the sheep backs away.
Silly sheep. Right, well, there's some stuff in the other corner of this swamp.
I guess they didn't find their sister.
That's not gone well for them.
Whoever did this wanted them to suffer. We need to be careful.
I will take your gold, though. Tattered letter. Dear Joel and Demir, don't get mad, I mean it. I'm only leaving this note so you don't panic and do something stupid. I'm going to the hag. I owe it to Connor to make things right. You know he'd do the same for me. I'll be back soon, so not a word to Mam, alright? He has enough on her plate. Marina. And an apple for my troubles. Right, there's a place here we can take a long rest if we really want it. But before we do that, let's go and see what happens when we speak to Gandrel, having already murdered Astarion.
Ah, a fellow wanderer. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me. An old hunter's trick. If you can't mask your scent, spoil it.
I prefer a weapon to a stench, thanks.
Sharp steel is not proof against all the monsters of this world, my friend. A sharp wit will serve you better if you're to bargain with the lady of this house. That is why you came to her lair, I take it, to bargain.
It's a tea house, hardly a lair.
A charming sight, to be sure. But the prettiest web still has a spider sitting at its center. Her kind have hidden among us since the first darkness. And their knowledge is matched only by their spite. Know how to ask, and they'll share that knowledge. If you're fool enough to pay their price.
Alright, so what are you doing here then?
Of course, I'm a hunter who lost his prey, and here I am seeking help from something worse. But she thrives on suffering. Once she hears what awaits my quarry when I catch him, she will help.
I'd advise against helping such a creature thrive. What quarry could be worth that price? Said the paladin.
Truth is like a blade, my friend. We can arm ourselves with it, or just as easily find it pressed against our throat. I would not put you in danger.
Maybe I can join your hunt. Boom. There's your natural 20.
No, this duty is mine alone. But for such an offer, an answer at least is owed. I hunt a vampire spawn called Astarion. I'm bound to bring him back to Baldur's Gate, alive. Though I cannot swear to his condition once my tribe are done with him. Is he known to you?
He's been dealt with.
You know him? Not too well, I think, if you believe he's so easily slain. He could be stalking your camp at this very moment. Perhaps you could tell me where to look, and I could ensure peace of mind for us both.
Yeah, you can go and try and find him at camp.
A wise decision. I will do my work. And for what it's worth, I will take no pleasure in it. I bid you good fortune with the lady of the house.
Alright, so he's off to camp then.
Vampire spawn or not, I didn't think you'd just surrender Astarion like that.
We already murdered him.
That'd be telling, wouldn't it? If he escapes and comes seeking vengeance, I can maintain deniability. If our group's at risk of fracturing, I'll have to do what's best for myself, naturally.
Well, all that's very interesting. So, we have the tea house, but I do not want to go to the tea house half-cocked. So, give me 2 first-level spell slots. Oh. Well, that's not gone correctly, has it? I thought I was opting to use half of it or all of it, not a first level spell or a second level spell. Alright then, in that case, I'm just going to abuse long rests because we have enough packs to do so. Especially if we don't have short rests to get back other skills as we progress through.
I need to find a way forward.
Oh, Gale, are you hungry? There's Astarion. Is the guy here at our camp? Did he make it? Don't see him around. Anywho, Gale, are you hungry?
Well, I think.
Ah, there you are. How did you enjoy my dear stew this evening? It's an old family recipe.
It was delicious.
Good. I tend to season it with spices from Karator, but given what's available to us, good old rosemary had to see us through. Not that I mean to regale you with my culinary exploits. There's actually something quite different I'd like to discuss.
Why so tense all of a sudden?
Some things are easier to explain than others. But first, let me say this. We've been traveling together for a while now. And during those travels, I've been observing you. I want you to know that I like what I see. The way you got Korga to release the girl. The way you got that boy out of a harpy's clutches. In short, I've grown to trust you.
That's very gratifying to hear.
Now I need you to place your trust in me. Our journey together is bound to last a while still. As such, I feel compelled to speak. I say this because there's something I desperately need. But while I'll tell you what that something is, I won't tell you why. I have to ask you to agree to this before carrying on this conversation.
You sense secrecy and danger. Use your tadpole to probe Gale's thoughts. No, I think so far we're tadpole free, so let's keep it that way for a while.
Thank you. I see I did well to trust you. Now, to the matter at hand. You see, I have a condition. A condition different from the tadpole, but just as deadly. The only way to appease said condition is for me to take powerful magical artifacts and absorb the weave inside. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, before we were abducted. It is time. And by that, I mean it's imperative that I find and consume powerful strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
What happens if you do not consume these artifacts?
Catastrophe.
Wow. Thanks for the deep and meaningful conversation. What is the condition then?
That's part of the why you agreed not to discuss. Wouldn't want to make an oath-breaker out of you.
Bit late, but sure. Where are we finding all this stuff?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. That one right there.
The Sword of Justice, the Necromancy of Thay. I'm not ready to part with an artifact yet. What happens if I give this to you? I don't want to give him the Sword of Justice. We'll give him the Necromancy of Thay. I'll be mad about it because I wish there was like a bigger full inventory menu I could offer at this point.
We'll need to find a way to open the book first.
I can't put the thing in the book. Am I really going to give him the Sword of Justice? I'm not ready yet.
Please. Time is of the essence. If you're not willing to part with this artifact, so be it. But I implore you to be on the lookout for another. As luck would have it, Faerun is full of them, though I do feel obliged to point out that items of power tend to be in the hands of the powerful. There'll be danger involved.
Yeah.
Cost.
When I acquire powerful magic items, I'm not so sure I'll choose you over them. You're saying I need to risk my life for you? Danger, I wouldn't have it any other way.
A bit of boldness will serve us well. I know the allure these artifacts hold. I understand their value and their power. All this to say, I understand the sacrifice I ask of you. I hope I can count on you.
Alright.
Defender of the people.
Send that to Gale. Gale.
Have the magic touch.
Combine? We have combine? Read, drop, throw, custom. No. Examine? No.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thayan magic, a rare and expensive find. But people have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
A cursed book? How obvious. Whoever opens it deserves the fate that befalls them.
Place the amethyst stone in the book's cover. Now what, eh? Nice snack for you. Open the book.
The book's pull is irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Felling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply.
Saving throw, wisdom, to go to the next page, or wizard saving throw, turn to the next page, wary of arcane tricks. Give me the wizard intelligence and intelligence saving throw proficiency. Short of a nat 1, we can't lose. Reading backwards.
The symbols move aggressively, probing your mental defenses. But you hold strong. For now.
Turn another page. Wisdom saving throw. With resistance and bless. Oh, we can't concentrate on both at the same time. Alright, I will spend inspiration on this. Oh, come on. I want to read the book. Gale, I believed in you. Come on now. Oh, come on. Last chance at the Wisdom Safe Saloon. Oh, it's a check, not a save. What? Broken. Got to be broken. Was that 2, 3, 3, 3 in a row or something?
Every symbol seems to burn your eyes. You can feel them searing into your mind, into your soul. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer.
Saving throw, urge your hand to turn another page. Saving throw, force the book closed. We're all in here. Oh. Oh. Hey.
The glyphs scream, branding your mind with strange runes. You see time rewritten, fate undone, your future thrumming with power. Black strands of weave tangle about you, only to sink us into graves as you try to grab hold. Necromantic spells, tantalizingly powerful, slip away forever. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you should never have known.
Gale is inspired. Secrets of the Necromancer. It's something after all of our fails. 3 journal updates. Sage, all knowledge is worth having. Gale is inspired again. Read the book. The tome is clearly powerful, but we need to read further. But it's now complete, it says. Alright, well...
Can't give up now.
Can we eat the book now?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I might have an artifact for you.
To hear. May I?
Or not.
Please.
What do we have? We can't give you the Oak Father's Embrace, or the Amulet of Sylvanus, or Cormina's Locket, or the Spell Thief, or the Gloves of the Secure. Really determined to get your hands on my sword, aren't you?
What's on your mind? That is most gratifying to hear.
He only wants the Sword of Justice. Fine. Take the sword.
Thank you.
I'll find some other weapon, apparently.
I can feel the storm abating. Yes. This will keep my condition in check. For a precious while.
How long is a precious while?
It's hard to predict the effect any given artifact has. But my condition is hardly a patient one. Rather soon I will feel it stir again. Like a distant thunder sending tremors through the soul. I will need to consume another artifact before the lightning strikes. There's no choice but to find more. In the meantime, my thanks again.
I think we'll find another one in this house, probably. You are welcome, Gale.
I bow to your boundless kindness.
Wisps of Madness. Dark whispers pervade the creature's mind. Disadvantage on wisdom checks. Interesting. Okay, we need a weapon.
No time to dally.
Steel Forged Sword. The Watcher's Guide. I guess this will have to do for a hot minute.
Looking ahead.
Not light, is it? But can we... Do we have a shield? If we don't have a shield, then we have a missed opportunity at having higher defenses. Ho-hum.
What's next?
No spare shield here.
Yes?
Alright then. I think we're well overdue a good sleep. 40 camp supplies. Just take one of those off me. Oh, what's going bump in the night now? No, nothing. We are safe. Alright, the sheep are being sheep. But we are going to go investigate the house.
I'll give it a shot.
You know, I'll just climb this ledge rather than taking the stairs.
I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it. If it isn't the cheekiest pup of them all. You'd best have one hells of an apology for me, young man.
Shall we just go with the obvious and attack her? Go on then.
You absolute idiot!
Oh, the whole swamp's going.
You blink and the wilderness changes. The swamp, stinking and insidious, assaults your senses.
Alright then. Well. Oh, the red caps are joining the fight. That's lovely. Two of them now, except I expect it will be more any moment.
Coming through.
Odds are we are not going to kill Auntie Ethel in this round, but we shall try. Disadvantage on strength checks, I guess. And then some Eldritch Blast. We miss.
So desperate to be.
Gale makes his save. Should we be worried about... Oh, well, if they're going to stand there like that, at the edge of the combat zone, I'm going to make use of my AoE while I have it. Not great damage rolls, but, you know, it is what it is.
Darkness, protect me.
Right, Shadowheart. Let's worry about these folks. Are you just not going to attack it? There you go. Of course.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Right. What could we do? Fear? Prone? Searing Smite? We don't have Compelled Duel prepared, unfortunately. That would be interesting to see if we can stop them running off.
Another day, another fight.
Gonna hold off on the smites for a second. Will's back. He's no good. What are you doing, Auntie Ethel?
Come now, Nerina. Time to go.
Yes, I expected as much. Enjoy playing with our new friends. You mean these four? Bloodlust sounds like fun. If Shadowheart could get out of here first, I'd put a cloud of daggers in the doorway. But I don't suspect we can as easily. Right, I'm going to go after the Blood Sage first. Oh, whatever they were concentrating on is broken. Love to see it. And we will back up inside. Right, what do we want to do? Let's get inside. And then I would bless, except we're going to be the closest one to the line of any kind of attacks. Let's invoke duplicity. Right. Yeah. So this way, if they come into the fight, we're more likely to be able to get advantage against them on any subsequent attacks. Can I see any of them from right here? I think I can.
I think you can take me.
Alright, every little helps. Alright, so they're concentrating on bloodlust for others. Good to know.
Finding my way.
From right here. Unfortunately, we didn't kill the hag, so Hex is just going to sit on, not still targeting her all that way away.
Watch and learn.
One whole damage. Oh, she's still leaving, is she? She is now left. This guy's dashing. And I'm not talking about how handsome he is in that hat. I'm sorry, you did 19 damage to Will. 3d8 bludgeoning plus 4. Ouch. Alright, I'm going to take great care not to stand in that cloud. Shadowheart. Let's move away from the cloud as well.
No choice but to keep going.
No idea if we'll get Invoke Duplicity here. Doesn't look like we will. 10 HP left. I don't think we need to Divine Smite. Are you going for the back doors? Will is up. I would love to Eldritch Blast them because our Eldritch Blast pushes them back. But I think Unless we can cause them to be off balance, perhaps. What does that mean? Off balance. The affected creature has disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks, and attack rolls against the entity have advantage. Okay. Well then, we'll get a good stab in. We save on hold person. Hellish Rebuke on 5 HP. I'm going to pass. Will is incredibly injured, though. Right. Magic Missile. You've got 5 HP. Tell you what, let's go 1, 2, 3 over there instead. Didn't even manage to kill it. How upsetting. Alright, you have to go. Are we going to get Will up with a bonus action? I think we are. Last thing I want is a dead Will. How about we get tricky? Where's... Shove them away. They took 11 points from the Cloud of Daggers, and they have to return through it. Now, this is one we don't talk about very often, but shove in this game is a bonus action. But in 5th edition D&D, as I play with my rule set, shoving is a type of attack actions, and attacks are main actions. So I forfeit my main action to do the shove, and then, because I can't take 2 bonus actions, I forego that as well. But I'm pretty happy with the result. You're going to come into my... No? Where are you going? Interesting. Okay. So you've got 3 HP. Really, I would like that one to die. Close. Let's get Will out of there because he's very injured. Leo is now defending against the hold person spell, which is a rough time.
My faith will protect me.
So it's you that is concentrating on that spell. And they are no longer concentrating, now they're dead.
So much for peace.
We cannot move through the Cloud of Daggers ourselves. Although, we might be able to. Hold on. Gale.
Swords meet sorcery.
Cloud of Daggers is a conjuration spell, not an evocation spell. So, it would harm us to go through it because we do not get spell sculpting on this spell. This guy really does not want to come through our Cloud of Daggers, though, which is fine by me.
Forever dauntless.
If we can just get a line of sight, Eldritch Blast has very good range.
I don't fancy their chances.
Come on now. Good, 9 damage. Pretty solid.
Is ever easy.
We broke their concentration, which is lovely. Alright, they're nearly done for. Cloud of Daggers sees to it.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
We stop concentrating on the spell so that we can navigate all of this stuff freely. Do they have anything that's actually interesting? Scroll of Hold Person for Gale. Scroll of Protect from Good and Evil for Shadowheart. Little bit of gold.
How further can I go?
It's a great question. And some malachite. Alright, well, not the smoothest to fight. Will is certainly in a bad way. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, join me next time. We will go down into the basement of the gnarled tea house. Cheers.